Previously on Twilight's Edge. As the feast begins, so do conversations with various guests at Mayor Evanxi's estate. Nico finds admiration amidst fans of his acting skills. Lowen deals with strings that still attach him to a complicated past, and Sombra punches someone. There are a few more courses to go, and our band still needs to find their way to the vault they are supposed to pilfer.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Tumble Through. I am your host and GM, Krifu Bernal. My pronouns are he, him, and we're back. Yeah, with some more after-party conversational goodness.
My name is Ida. My pronouns are she and her. I'm playing Sombra, whose pronouns are she and they. Sombra is a Kayal Bright monk who loves social encounter and doesn't like violence at all. Snarky face, snarky face, snarky face.
Hi, I am Anna. I use the it pronouns, and I'm playing Lowen, who uses he, they pronouns, who is a Hellspawn Nephilim wizard who is having a time at this party, but hopes to cut some ties.
Kia ora, hi, I'm Evan, and I'm playing Nico, our leaf druid. Both our pronouns are he, him. And Nico is kind of thrust into the limelight here after the show, but just going to see how he handles it. He's got some people to talk to.
Howdy, my name's Marcus, pronouns are he, him, and I play the Grave Orc Oracle Zakoon, also pronouns he, him. Currently learning a few things at this little after party we're having here, but also curious to see what the rest of the heist will look like.
Hi, I'm Pan, pronouns he, they, she, and I play Flint, the Kobold Ruffian Rogue, pronouns he, him. Flint is really glad there's a lot of free food here.
I have a question and something I've been thinking about recently. So this question is for Evan. How old is Fugo?
Ooh.
Huh.
This is a good question, and I did a bit of Leshy lore, and they are typically the nature spirits, which can be hundreds, thousands of years old. So, don't know. This form that he's in now, is probably been with Nico for a while, so maybe like 10 years. But their spirit could be thousands of years old.
Okay, but that does answer the question I was really thinking about was like how old is, I guess, Fugo's form?
Yeah, I'd say a decade.
Okay, so yeah, you've been together for a long time.
Yeah. Maybe, and that's maybe what the bond is with the Arboretum.
Sorry, what do you mean?
Because if Nico hasn't been in West Crown for 10 years, but has travelled with Fugo for 10 years, so coming into West Crown and finding this in Regicada, a very tiny kind of like chaotic community, that might have been like a way to build that community from as a way in with them.
Okay, interesting.
It's so cute.
Fugo is played very childlike in a lot of ways, and it occurred to me I actually don't know how much of that is Fugo being Fugo and how much of that is actual inexperience. Is Fugo just a being that like is that way, or are they really young?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know how long what the deal is with their consciousness if they're a nature spirit. But I think in that form and the way that you portrayed Fugo with your speech, I think 10 years kind of like sounds quite fitting.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'll tuck that away for future information.
There's a little bit of sass coming through, with the, with the arms and the hands and wanting to help out. So they're growing.
Okay.
Or maybe it's a different rate of maturity when you're maturing as a plant, as a spore, as a mushroom, as a leshy.
Like dog years kind of thing?
But I'm saying there's a different maturity to, let's say, an acorn that's lying on the forest ground and an acorn that is in a greenhouse with fertilizer and all these other different influences. That's the word.
And I think also maybe like even that point, because Fugo is, I guess, like a fungi kind of, how a lot of fungi have like these networks kind of on the ground. So maybe it's like Fugo doesn't even have access yet to all of their sort of past knowledge yet, but maybe with age, we'll like
I get the vibe of Fugo as like a young old character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nature is cyclical, and from the seed that the old plant drops, the young one grows. So in effect, that nature is immortal, but there's still new growth coming from it. So perhaps it's just another part of Fugo's cycle.
Oh, I love that, Marcus. Yeah.
This is like their 10-year-old version of their fourth iteration or something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hoi, it's Anna, and I'll be playing in Pansmith, a month-long TTRPG event over at Pansa's Tables, benefiting Magic Bus. Magic Bus is a charity that helps bring children and young adults in India get out of poverty, get education, and get sustainable jobs. The first game starts December 7th at 1:30 p.m. GMT, after which there will be a game every Tuesday and Sunday at 4 p.m. GMT. You can catch me in Game 2 on December 9th over at Pansa's Tables Twitch channel. If you want to get in the holiday spirit, come watch these festive games, and consider donating if you're able. See you there! You forgot the Tumble Through thing. I thought you didn't want to do these things anymore, so why are you getting involved?
I think as we come back at the end of the second course, we see Nico sort of standing and like nodding to these two nobles that have been talking him up and basking in his attention. Is Fugo with you?
Yeah, definitely. Fugo's with me.
So as you sort of stand up and maybe back away from the table, Fugo says,
Well, Nico, I'm getting kind of afraid that there's nothing here for you to eat.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
It's just been meat.
It's a big old feast, but yeah, like you say, it's all dead animals. Apart from this bread, and I gotta hold up a slice of this like charcoal black loaf, which is interesting and it tastes okay, but we're here to do a job, and I don't mind if I just have bread for now. It's fine.
Fugo nestles their mushroom head against your neck in a sort of comforting manner.
Yeah, thanks. Be cool if I had that spell prepared, you know, the one we could make a feast, but nah, that might freak people out of them turning their meat. I don't know if you can do that. You can't turn animals into like vegetables. Anyway, we'll get through this, don't worry.
As we're coming out of the second course, I mentioned that there will be several courses. I think I said 7 earlier, but actually the number is 6. I was incorrect. And the 6th course is the
dessert.
Yes, thank you. I was waving my hands around trying to find the word
Is
for
it all
it.
flesh? Is that why you were?
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's all
flesh
flesh.
cake.
Yeah.
The flesh cake.
flesh
So
cake.
mechanically speaking, we have 3 rounds left of conversations. In order, and I feel really certain I mentioned this, but I guess I didn't.
Hey, future listeners, if you're listening to this episode and you heard last episode that Grifo mentioned to us that we're doing victory points, leave a comment somewhere because we forgot if he said so.
No, so surprise, surprise, you are earning victory points during this after party. I won't tell you what you need to earn a victory point, but I will tell you that you have earned 3 victory points this far.
What are victory
I'm
points?
going to assume that with enough victory points we win. That's by its very nature.
Yes, so victory points can be used for a wide array of things. In this case, it is simply a tool to measure how affable you are during this dinner party.
Amazing.
Rise and Sombra.
And there are several thresholds that if you meet them, you get things. Good things.
I do remember from last time that in the previous rounds that we also discussed that on your turn in this social combat, I'm doing air quotations, dear listener, you can also decide to use your action to just find out what skill you can use to convince someone. So instead of trying to convince them become more affable, you can roll something to find out, hey, what's the topic or thing that you can really influence them with. So perhaps you did mention victory points. Maybe. Who knows?
very
We will
possible.
never know.
But I do want to give you the chance now after 2 rounds to maybe meet up in between courses. I don't know if there's anything that the group needs to share with one another as far as like comparing notes and whatnot.
If we have like a location where we can briefly catch up, I don't know if one of these gardens of earthly delight or what they were called would be suitable for that we can have a brief huddle with the team. They had some great names, these two gardens, but I have...
The top one is the Pool of Honey.
Okay.
And the bottom one is the Jungle of Nectar.
The Jungle of Nectar, yes.
I want to go there.
The garden that you
there.
came through is the Garden of Earthly Pleasures.
Of earthly pleasures, of course it is.
Yeah.
That's where the cake will be.
Don't.
No.
Hey, I've got a pool full of honey out here. You can come to this.
Okay. And it's actually real, that honey, right?
It's real
It's real
It's
honey.
disgusting.
Very sticky.
So gross.
Is it? Oh, I can eat honey and bread. Bread and honey. I'm there.
Okay, scene is framed. We're gathered around the
Yeah.
pool of honey.
Oh no.
Most of the other guests have sort of wandered away, giving you enough space to speak, not privately, but amongst yourselves for 5-10 minutes.
There's an actual goddamn river of honey here.
Well, it's more like a paddling pool.
Nico's kneeling beside it with his black bread, dunking it and eating it and going, oh my gosh, oh, sweet honey.
I didn't think I could hate the people more.
How's everyone holding on?
Getting through. I am more thinking about the fact that earlier the lights flickered, and according to the expressions on the face of the staff, that was not supposed to happen. So I'm trying to keep an eye out for anyone making any exits. Other than that, I've not really paid attention.
I feel a little better. I punched someone.
I wanted to properly thank you. That was great.
And Sombra briefly recounts how she changed her mask to sort of resemble an exaggerated Thessing face and decided to punch Zyvan accidentally, or not.
I was surprised, but kind of deeply satisfied. Does it make me a bad person?
No,
No.
Zyvan's a bad
Okay,
person.
no.
He deserves it.
Yeah, and Thessing's not even here.
Yeah.
I think he'd be here.
He looked pretty irritated when we left, so maybe he's sulking somewhere.
Sombra changes her mask to Thessing's exaggerated face. I'm a hoity-toity brat. Where?
Please
Yeah.
say put it away. Please change it, please.
Sombra undoes the illusion.
Is there anyone that we want to specifically talk to? I am here with my own agenda, but perhaps I can find time.
Not someone to specifically talk to, but has anyone else spoken with this Jarvaxus fellow?
Why?
Small glasses, sunglasses, very inquisitive kind of guy.
You don't know Javaxus, he's a Asmodean high priest.
He's accompanied by that Leshy.
Oh, that one.
Yes.
He's asking some very curious questions.
Such as...
Oh,
Leshy?
what did he ask you guys?
Well, he was rather interested in me. And I'm always just checking if he has been asking questions to anyone else.
That's disconcerting.
Well, I mean, we are at dinner. People are going to ask questions about
The
that.
only time these kind of people sort of feign interest in others is when they can be of use. When they can be added to their arsenal or their toolbox.
Exactly.
Not to put too fine a point on someone, but that is what we're doing at this current time.
They deserve it, though.
Yes, but I would be careful to give too much away. These people
Oh, I have
know exactly what they're doing.
I've not given him my entire life story. I was just rather intrigued by his pointed and curious character.
I'm not saying that he's a good sort or anything, but he definitely struck me as different to the usual Asmodeans I wander by. He seems a bit of someone who prefers his own counsel. Obviously, he's had a bit of a hard time with the rest of his Asmodean lot. Perhaps he's looking for some kind of allies or amusement or whatever. Frankly, as long as we can use him, not that fast really.
No,
If he's curious, he just seems to be the sort who likes to know what's going on. Just don't give him anything too juicy.
I mean, our Lowen here is also the kind of character who likes to know what's going on, so...
Well, yes.
Perhaps we should set you guys up. You want to sit opposite
I'm not too...
the old high
currently
priest?
not too interested in him, but I will say I've learned that here exploit and be exploited is the way to go. Everyone is trying to get some use out of each other, so... I don't know, Flint, what
no
kind
one
of...
comes to one of these highfalutin things without trying to get something out of somebody else. This is all networking.
I don't know what kind of use you think he might have to us.
Nothing comes to mind. All I can tell is that he's not quite as tightly buttoned up as the usual lot. They don't seem to be that fond of him either.
Wasn't one of the main goals or focus points the mayor?
Yeah, I'd like to speak to the mayor. I was, but kind of that didn't go too well. I want to have another crack at him.
Yeah, I mean, you're the man of the hour.
Exactly.
Nico. Sure.
Crack with words, not with your fists. Ha.
Ha.
Let's all crack around this party, shall we?
It's going to get a bit more honey in me.
Nico, it's just that it has been sitting here for a long time.
It's delicious.
It's continually fresh.
You say that, but I did see the Duxtar's date stick a whole hand in it, so I don't know. Just be careful.
Oh.
It's fresh and clean
Okay.
and so sweet.
It's emotionally tainted.
Yeah.
So sweet.
I think realizing that Nico can't eat any of the meat, it's all meat here, Flint will then be like, but I also heard that it's some kind of eternally fresh magical thing, so who knows? Feel free, knock yourself out. You look starving.
Yeah, have you seen what else they've been serving?
Yes,
Horrors.
he's got a plate full of like all kinds of food. Oh yeah, I've been seeing it, alright. He eats a chicken leg or something.
Did we learn anything about the vault here? Any additional things that we didn't know yet? And if not, do we still have to talk to someone about this?
Might be tricky to get such point information while undercover
Yes.
is celebrated actors.
Well, maybe drop some questions about like, gee, where is it located or something? I don't know. I've never done a heist in my life.
Yes, I could ask about the price just straight up. That looks suspicious.
I've
at all.
never stolen anything.
I can tell.
This bread is delicious. By the way, where are the
Exactly.
jewels?
Rich people love to show off their things. What's the point of having all these treasures if you can't show them off?
You know, that's not actually a bad point, Sombra. If we could get someone to
The tour.
give him a little bit tipsy, give us a tour,
Yeah.
that could work out
Nico,
nicely.
if you can butter up the mayor a little.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little tour of
A
the
tour
manor.
for the
Yeah.
cast of the murder play.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
liking this, guys.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Okay. I'll work on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I mean, if you just ask him about, I mean, this place is quite big. If there is even more to this than what we can see, he might be showing you around, or at least some people also like to spread rumors. Sometimes they can't help themselves. Ask people if they have any juicy information, anything to share. Maybe you can share something in return. Maybe we learn something. People can't keep their mouth shut around here.
Oh, you mean information in return?
Yeah. If we can find people who are a little bit sozzled, like the Duxtar, who I point to wherever they are,
Right, yeah.
and such, butter them up. We're bound to get some information, especially people from in here. Let's make sure we can keep the drinks flowing to whoever we want to talk to. The mayor, right, Nico?
Yeah. I'm gonna speak to the mayor.
So the plan is
Right.
Nico talks to the mayor, butters him up. The rest of us are polite, no more punching, and we see how we can get to the vault.
Griffin, can I wave over to one of our guys, the concerned citizens? I want whoever comes over to effectively hover around Nico and keep bringing drinks.
Interesting.
Oh, smart.
Okay.
Oh no.
Not for Nico, for the
Yeah.
Who doesn't drink
Just
it,
in
yeah.
the moment, the two. So you can see there are 4 people in the corners of this dining room. That is, of course, our concerned citizens: Gorvio, Amaya, Larco, and Ermolos. So yeah, the 2 closest to are Gorvio, the Trilaxian horse trainer, and Amaya, the Tian woman, who I don't think we know anything about her career yet. So you can wave one of them over.
Yeah, I'll wave over Amaya. We'll meet her.
So this pale woman with long dark hair comes up, and she's holding a tray of fresh champagne, because in between courses, that's when the champagne gets come out as a palate cleanser, of course. Hello, champagne? And she offers it to each of you, like looking and sort of smiling with her eyes, smizing.
I'm going to take a champagne, and as I do, I'm going to say thank you. Amaya's aware of us, right? I don't think I've spoken to her
Yes,
personally,
she
but-
knows very.
Okay.
You are admired by the concerned citizens, so anyone in that group admires you, mechanically speaking.
Okay.
Smizing.
Amaya, right?
Sorry.
The
Most
instant
practicing.
stare into the camera.
Direct
Yeah.
eyes there.
That was kind of creepy.
full on stare.
No, that was a smize. I mean,
you,
post
thank
a
you.
photo of that if you want to increase your listener count.
Smizing?
Smizing, smiling with your eyes. Hello.
I've never figured out
that
how
a-
to do that.
How do you smize?
Same.
I don't know
Same.
either.
You just gotta practice.
That, I'm just. All right.
Or just watch 7 seasons of America's Next Top Model.
I did, and I didn't learn a fucking thing.
So I smize her.
She smizes back,
Great.
and you let her know that she needs to keep bringing drinks over to
Yeah.
Nico's, wherever Nico is sitting.
Exactly. Stick close to him. Keep his company in drinks.
Will do, sir. She nods and goes
Very
away
good.
to go get some more. A bell
Right.
is rung. Ting, ding, 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 ding. And it's time for the third course. So I would recommend those who were not seated during the second course, take a seat. You can probably do 2 rounds where you're not sitting at the table, but eventually it might start to look a little rude, disrespectful to your host if you're not partaking.
Sure.
So we'll start with the first impression initiative order. Zekun, who do you want to talk to, and do you want to talk to them in one of the gardens or at the table?
I have already on the map moved my token over on the table. There's like on the top of this H-shaped table that we have. I imagine Zekun would have, like, once our little huddle broke up and the bell rang, he just looked for a place to sit back at the table. And he just basically took one of the first seats that he could take. And he hasn't really noticed where he sat down, just basically taking a first free seat, and Jen looks around and sees where he's seated. And Krifu, next to which characters am I currently seated?
He's sitting in between Icardian and Shamadi Dravange.
I sit down and still with my fake beard on, I look at the 2 of them. Good evening.
Real quick, I want to just figure out who everyone else wants to talk to, and then we'll jump into it. Okay, Zekun's talking to Icardian and Shamadi. Nico, who do you want to talk to? And where?
The Lord Mayor sat down right beside him.
All right. So on the other side of Icardian.
Head of the table. Let's go.
Flint, who do you want to talk to and where?
I am not sure. I can't see this guy's name. Who's this fella here below Javaxis?
That is General Vorn.
He was in the garden earlier.
He was smoking.
Then yeah, I will go and speak with General Vaughn. I'll move myself over there. Get
Sombra,
in there, Flint.
what do you want to do, or who do you want to talk to? I know you have a sub-quest.
Pilfer.
Oh, yeah.
I thought she was going to say punch.
I'm switching to other P verbs for this session.
Right.
How many? We have 2 more talking rounds.
This is number 3, and there are 5 in total.
Yeah, so get 3 more people.
Let's sneak slightly away or pilfer or be around inebriated people away from the table.
Okay. All right, so we're talking inebriated people. I'm going to move the Duxitar and Saskar Tilernos up into the Pool of Honey garden, because they are deaf inebriated. We'll see who joins you. Who else comes up there? Lowen.
Is Valentrune an option?
Yes.
Can I do that?
I'm at the spot, and I will move the High Priest of Zon Kuthon back into the Garden of Nectar. Talk with some other people.
Man, what a collection of priests here. Zon Kuthon, Asmodeus. I think there's also the Abadar guy here as well.
The High Priest of Abadar is also here.
Yeah. Wow,
We've
what
got
an assembly.
3 High Priests in this room of the three High Priests of Westground. 2 others were invited, but declined the invitation. The High Priestess of Shaylin, and the Priestess of Iomide.
I wonder why they declined.
Zekun sits down between Icardian and Shamadi. Well, Icardian turns to you. If it isn't old Dentris himself, how old are you really under that beard?
Well, that's a rather direct question to ask of someone, now, isn't it?
I could be even more direct and pull it from your face.
Would you dare to?
I would dare to do a lot of things. And Shamadi is just sort of giggling as she's eating. I didn't even say what came out for this course. The Fat of the Land is the name of this course.
Gross.
This course consists of honey-roasted hogfish, venison, sturgeon, and lampreys in hot sauce. In addition, a vast caravan of fruits and breads, olives, jars of curious pickles.
Curious?
What is it?
I'm into the curious pickles.
Huge stuffed peppers, figs, dates, and honeycombs are offered as well.
I mean, vegetation is not the only thing that necessarily can be pickled.
It's true.
Animal products can also be pickled, and thus
So
curious.
it's just very funny that,
Oh,
that Nico's
no.
filled up on money now.
no.
And now there's all the food coming out.
So we'll see if Nico's enjoying some curious pickles.
Curious pickles and champagne.
Okay, there's another episode title, Curious Pickles. Okay.
Yeah.
So Chamonix is giggling as she's dipping her lamprey in the hot sauce.
But to answer your question, I have a few decades on me already, but I don't think I'm as old as Dentris was during the play. You watched the play, haven't you?
Of course, we're not simple Philistines.
Have you seen many of these plays?
I am a fan of a refined and tasteful murder play, like the one we saw this evening. Some other plays are just simple gore fests with a very shoddy framework of plot and character development built around it.
I am no writer myself. I have never written one of these plays myself, but what was it about this plot that intrigued you then?
A young hellspawn noble coming up against the ways and culture of the current time. You don't think I could relate with that?
I can tell that can be relatable. This was my very first murder play. I never heard of them.
Never heard of them.
No.
Are you not from around here then? He's smiling
No.
as he says it.
Zekun smirks at that. Not exactly from around here, but I'm getting to know the city better and better every day. Especially through conversations like this.
Oh, well, you should feel privileged that a newcomer to West Crown is offered access so quickly to the upper echelons of society.
Zekun, looks around the room, looks at all these gaudy, wealthy people here, at the interior of everything, and then back at Icardian. Why exactly should I be privileged to be in their presence?
Food like this, I'm sure you can't find at the Pleat.
And Zekun swallows and then says, have you visited the Pleat?
I've gone past it a few times. He wrinkles his nose.
You see, because you just mentioned that what you liked about this murder play was that it was not just some display of gore, that there was a story to it, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can guarantee you, you come to the Pleat, and you'll find some violence there, of course.
Ooh.
My siblings, we have fire in our veins, and sometimes passions take us. But what you find more than violence there is story, experience, history, and tales for the future. You might enjoy your visit.
Are you inviting me, Mr. Dentris?
Does Sakun know that he sounds like he's flirting?
Well, I mean, night's young and everything. If you're ever around, you should drop by. But you might also then realize that you should consider yourself to be privileged to be around the people of the Pleat.
Ooh.
I love that.
Zakun.
Very
I think I need
good.
a diplomacy roll.
Oh, come on, natural one.
No,
let's roll this.
It's gonna be nat 20. We fine.
Don't.
It's a 16. Oh, I'm on a streak. 666.
For the Asmodeans, that's a good thing, right?
Number of the
gonna say
beast.
abs.
I have a hero point, right? Yes, I should have a hero point. It was just a 6 on. It was just a 6 on the die. I can do better.
Do
it,
it.
do
Do
I'm gonna
it.
reroll it using a hero point. It's a 19 on the die for a 29.
Let's fucking go.
He laughs at the way you've turned that around on him. I should think it would be a privilege to see the orcs of the Pleat up close and personal in their natural habitat.
Zekun is once again glad that he has this beard on to hide parts of his expression. And he weighs his options at this point. He feels like he just mentioned that the orcs of the Pleat, they have fire in their veins. And he feels that heat rising. But he looks at Icardian, and I'm betting Icardian has like one of these friendly smiles on, but it's not. It's like I call it like a Mean Girls smile. Like it's not meant to be friendly. It's nasty. It's gnarly. It's a barbed wire.
He's not smizing.
Coming from this man whose skin is reflecting gold back at you, there's a sheen.
Yeah.
These horns and this devilish beard. It might be a little creepy, even.
Zekun swallows again, a little bit regretting that he kind of invited Icardian right now. And then he says, "We'll give you the grand tour whenever you make it." And just digs into his food.
Shamini leans over and says, "Don't worry. He'll never visit. He couldn't stand being on the mainland for 5 minutes." And we pan slightly down the table, literally just 2 seats over on the northern end of this H, to Nico, the mayor. On the opposite side of the mayor is Calsenica, and sitting across from the mayor and Calsenica are Monsieur Nonon and Marble, actually. So there's a bit of a reunion here, and the mayor says, look at it's the cast and crew of the Trials of Larazad here in my own home. Well, cheers everyone. As he just gets handed a glass of red wine from Amaya, who he doesn't even notice her just handing it to him, and raises it up to toast with everyone.
And I'll grab a glass and smize Amaya.
Yeah, we're smizing.
And yeah. And I'll raise my glass and toast him, and I'll carry on and go, "Lord Mayor, I would like to also double toast. In fact, I would like everyone, cling, 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 to raise your glasses to our host and the esteemed leader of West Crown on behalf of the cast and crew. Monsieur Nonon, the hard work you've put in, thank you for the opportunity that you've given us to perform this play."
I almost want to ask for a performance check for your check this round.
Sure. Okay. We can do that.
Unless you want to go with deception.
I don't think that's better.
Okay, performance then.
Does the bonus still apply because maybe Nico is in
That's a good
character?
question. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the opposite of a spice.
Yeah, that was a frown or something.
It was side-eye. It was just straight up side-eye.
That was a side eye, so that's a no on there.
It's a no on that. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
He's not sorry.
A Monsieur Nono on that.
Okay, it's still a +8, so let's go. That's a nat 20!
Hey, let's fucking go.
For a
Let's
28!
go. Nice.
First roll from me.
We're rolling so good, we're gonna get invited again for these kind of dinners.
Well, yes, thank you. He turns to you. When you sat down next to him initially, he kind of like looked over like, oh God, it's this guy.
Again.
Yeah, just because he was indifferent based on the roll from last time when you weren't here and Marcus was rolling for Nico.
Thanks, Marcus.
It brought him down from friendly to indifferent, but this with the crit, he went straight up to helpful. Yes, Nico, and of course he stands up and like comes up to your shoulder. And of course, everyone, please, the star of the Trials of Larazad, Nico.
I'll play it up, and I'll turn and I'll bow and I'll smile and I'll clink him again and drink.
And like after the toasts are finished, he's holding an empty glass and puts it down, and then literally Amaya's right behind him with another glass.
Amazing, good work, Amaya. I don't say that, but I smized and make eyes to know that good work. I'll start schmoozing him a bit more. Lord Mayor, or may I call you a Barian?
Yeah, well, sure. Why not? If I can call you Nico, of course.
Yeah, of course you can. So, I want to know a little bit more about you. Other than the stage, which obviously you're a patron of the arts, if you could be remembered for one achievement, what would it be?
Well, it's funny you say that. The stage is exactly what I would like to be remembered for. The mayor who brought murder plays back to Cheliax.
Oh, yes, and it was super successful, but I know that's your passion, and the Nightshade Theatre is very special.
Oh, and what a crowning success for its first show, for its premiere.
I know, right? But I've traveled the world, or quite a lot of the world, and I've seen other things that would absolutely blow your mind. I've seen outdoor theaters play through the night in the city of Merab. Do you know where that is?
Yes, of course, of course.
Yeah. It's citizens enjoying culture well into the night. Have you ever wished that you and your citizens could enjoy more?
I enjoy plenty here in Abarian's Folly, and gives you a wink. Exactly why my gardens are enchanted, so that I can enjoy the night air from the safety of my home.
Exactly, but imagine the adoration that you would get from the citizenry, from the nobles, if they could enjoy more of your culture that you're bringing throughout the night.
Sort of a night mall, perhaps.
A night mall, yes.
A safe space for people to gather and celebrate culture.
Where they could look up and see the stars and have honey rivers and drinks given to them.
Yes, I do like the way you dream, Nico.
But it's hampered by this curse, these shadow creatures, right? Why is this?
We should change the subject. Something a little bit more happy,
Sure.
joyful.
Yeah. Okay. I just think you've done so well, and I just think you could do more. And I think, if that was going to be your achievement, you could be remembered for the mayor that unlocked the city of West Crown for everyone, for all time.
His eyes are a little glazed over as he's looking at you. I don't know how that would be possible.
It's worth thinking about. I'm sorry. Yeah. You have many successes. You must have so many successes. I bet you have trophies, right? Do you have trophies? Works of art?
I have a great collection. Yes. I have a great collection, actually. He's like,
Here, let's have
kind of
another drink.
telling himself.
Would you be so kind, as a personal favor to your Larazod, would you mind giving us a tour?
A tour?
Show us these works of art. How often do people get to see your marvelous collection?
He grabs a handful of olives from a nearby bowl and sort of just like pops one into his mouth. Well, I really couldn't leave my guests here, but if you want a tour, of course Larazod should get his tour. Crozale! And he shouts for his personal assistant, the major domo of the Veneo, and we can see that older woman, human woman, walking up with the sort of beehive silver construction on her head. Crozale, you should give Larazod a tour of the mayor. Of the manor.
Oh my god.
Okay, slurry.
You should give Larazod a tour of the manor. He really wants to see all of it. I'm popping olives into his mouth.
Okay.
You are too kind. Thank you so much.
Yes, of course, Lord Mayor, of course. And Crozale sort of furrows her brow at that. And we'll move on before the end of the course and whatever will happen there. And Flint!
Hello.
Well, you've gone down to sit in between Monsieur Nonon and General Vorn. On the other side of the table from you is a young mustachioed noble who you haven't met yet, and the Vi Baroness.
She was singing during the thing, right?
She was. She sort of gives you a glance and then looks back to her sturgeon.
As he sits down, he does give her a respectful nod and say, I must say, Vi Baroness, your interval singing was impressive.
Oh, thank you, yes. Well, you did a good job as well.
Well, I think we're all doing good jobs around here.
I was quite surprised that you seemed to have some sort of training. I didn't expect warriors to be able to trot the boards, as it were.
I think you'll find that people come in all kinds of shapes and sizes. One does not need to merely be a warrior. One could be a poet, or an actor, or a singer, perhaps.
Ah, yes, like me.
Quite. Speaking of which, apologies for my rudeness, sir. And he nods to the general, says, I believe we spoke earlier. Did we speak earlier outside, actually? No?
You were just there. He was kind of looking annoyed
Right.
and by himself.
Sir, I believe I saw you earlier. The honey trough wasn't to your liking, I assume?
Well, General Vorn is a tall and thin man. In comparison with some of the other people here, he does seem to have a light tan. And there's definitely some weathering on his face. You know he's the commander of the Gemcrown Bay Imperial Fleet, the Navy for Westcrown.
Right. Serious military man.
Serious. And he's got a long mustache and very tightly cropped hair and a widow's peak. Quite the honey seems to be... Well, it smelled sweet enough.
Not to my taste either, to be honest. But yes, a pleasant enough smell in the background. Myself, though, I'm more used to the smells of the city. I like to stay close to the real world, if you know what I mean. I think Flint will do that thing you do when you're, used to talking to crowds of people, where you kind of, move between everybody but keep everyone involved. He says, and please, did you all enjoy the play? Sir, I didn't catch your name.
Igelos, yeah, Rosta from House Rostatius. Great to meet you. Yeah, it was you fought really well.
Thank you. I must say I've grown quite fond of the whip. Not so much the usage of it on my colleagues, though, but a good whip really does change things for you.
Right. The general says, and your colleagues, are you a band? I'm not sure what they refer to it as.
An acting troupe, I imagine. Monsieur Nanon, what would you refer to us as?
Monsieur Nanon, who's...
I'm going to make you do all these NPCs, Krifu.
I know. Monsieur Nanon, who is kind of in conversation with Nico and the mayor, or is paying attention to their conversation, sort of has his back to you and turns, What? You are, I don't know, adventurers, no?
Well, yes, but when we are on the stage, monsieur, surely we are more.
Yes, you are more, correct, Flint. And he turns around.
And there you have it. He turns back to the others. From the man himself. My first time personally at such a esteemed event. I see that my friends are enjoying themselves as I nod over to Nico and the others.
It's funny because the person you want to talk to is the one who is talking the least.
Yeah.
And is the hardest to crack.
If you've ever been in a group of people where you want to talk to one person, nobody else is, talk to everyone else and then keep drawing back to them. What do you think?
So I would like a check to see how well you're sort of drawing everyone in and getting the general to open up.
I would like to use my ability, group impression.
Social manipulation.
Yes.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. So you can do it up to multiple targets. Yeah, so this will count for all three of these people. If you get a good roll, one of them will maybe open up to you. At the very least, you'll get a victory point.
Okay. And to check, I still have a Twilight token and, of course, today's hero point.
I think so.
Okay. So I'm going to roll my hero point for that. Nat 1. This is what I get for trying to be funny about it. Oh, come on. 16.
It's better.
16. It's better. Better than 9.
I'm not going to tell you whether or not that's a victory point or not. I will tell you that Vorn is unmoved by your graceful social maneuvering. But the Vibear-Teness is looking at you in a new light. She's like, oh, well, Mr. Flint, I didn't realize you were such a lovely conversation partner.
Oh, I've been told I'm a lovely partner in all kinds of ways. Conversation is just one of them.
Puts a hand over her mouth.
I don't think I'm going to get anything out of the general at this point, so I'm okay to move along, but yeah.
Oh, ignore him. If you're not talking about military strategy or naval history, then he couldn't be bothered. Isn't that right, Rodney? No. The general
Rodney?
Takes a sip of his wine. Oh, yes, I know everyone here, of course. If you need any info, just let me know.
I would be most appreciative of your sterling company, madam.
She titters. Sombra!
Here we go.
So Sombra is in the Garden of Honey?
The Pool of Honey Garden.
Sombra is in the Pool of Honey Garden.
The Duxitar and Saskar Talernos, the young people, have kind of come back in here, and he's got now his arm around her shoulder as he's pointing at things, and she's just laughing and grabs a new cup of wine.
Sombra will sort of slide in around them, and as the Duxitar is pointing at something, Sombra's gonna pop their shoulder over theirs and say like, what is that?
Yes, that tree right there. That's a perfect rendition of the tree outside my family's manor. It's a small nod to the Martis line, since we are in service, of course, to my uncle's
I don't
house.
believe you.
What?
Prove it.
Wow.
Wow.
I've got this itching.
Sir, I don't have to prove anything. I am
as
the Duxitar.
As the Duxitar sort of repeats that they are the Duxitar, Sombra turns to Saskar and says, "How are you doing?"
Oh, me, I'm doing really nice. Iltis here has been great company all evening.
You're very shiny, and Sombra gestures to maybe jewels or bracelets or rings or necklaces adorned.
She's got this
by
headpiece that's like full of like silver metal adorned with tiny emeralds.
You're glittering.
Oh, thank you. She's very drunk.
I think you're glittering more than some people here. By the way, who is that very other less glittery person in the other room? The gold one.
Oh, Icardian.
Oh, do you know Accardian?
Everybody knows Icardian.
What do you know?
Well,
How is Accardian different to you?
oh, I mean, he's, well, the Dravandras, of course, are very rich. I mean,
They can't be richer than you.
but it's true. I mean, maybe not in, like, liquids. She's sort of struggling to find her words. Liquid funds. But yeah, they have a lot of projects going on, and they have a lot of connections. The city wouldn't run without them.
Really? Just by being shiny. But you're shinier, so clearly you must be more important.
Oh no, it's not the shininess that runs the city. It's his grandfather.
Who's his grandfather?
Vicindio Dravange. Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
The shifting gears was wild.
I'm Saskar, and suddenly Iltis Martis is confronted like with someone who actually has game and doesn't just like rely on money and privilege to get chicks.
Sombra holds out their arm for Saskar's. Hand for Saskar's.
We're gonna need a roll. So
Oh, come on.
diplomacy, deception, performance. I'm happy with any of those.
That's got to be with advantage after that game, right? Game knows game.
Interestingly, if Saskar has like some sort of ring with this handshake, I kind of want to slip it off.
Thievery.
I have a skill called Experienced Smuggler.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw a stealth check, and I want to pilfer a small item and just sort of slip it under under my sleeve, since I'm still in costume, I believe.
The GM rolls your stealth check to see if a passive observer notices a small item you've concealed.
It's not to take, is it?
No, I think it's to smuggle past people. I think you'd need to pickpocket that. I have.
I have to pick so they're separate actions.
Yeah, so first you would have to palm an object. But that's for unattended. So I think it is the pickpocket, hold on, which is a feat.
I do not have a feat, but if it's just an action, I'll take the
So
action.
you would do a thievery check with a -5 penalty. Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Why -5?
You did say she was drunk.
She is drunk. We will ignore the -5 penalty then.
Boom.
So this is against the perception DCs of Iltis and Saskar, which have been lowered because of their drunken state.
I rolled a 10 for a total 20.
Nice.
You are easily able to pull a ring off of her finger as she gives you her hand.
Saskar gives me her hand, and Sombra sort of takes her hand and guides it up towards her shoulder. So in this upward pulling motion of putting Saskar's hand on Sombra's shoulder, a ring is liberated.
Mm-hmm. She taps your shoulder.
Oh.
Disney's Robin Hood vibes. I like
Tell
it.
me about this grandfather.
Oh, Vicindio? He's so old and stodgy. I fail to see exactly why we're talking about some stodgy old grandfather when we could be partying, no? Oh, well, I'm just being polite, Iltis. I just want to... what was your name again? Handsome stranger in a mouse?
What if tonight I be Iltis, and Sombra sort of tries to gently gesture to Iltis to give their helmet to Sombra to wear. I'm pushing things, but it's fun.
You are. I will require now at this point a social check to see how they...
Yep.
Oh,
So,
no.
performance or diplomacy? Deception, maybe, yes?
Deception, I'll do deception because
Let's do
I'm
deception, 'cause
absolutely
this
puppeting
This
them.
is all like magicians. Look here. What's it called?
Misdirection.
Misdirection. This is all misdirection.
I have rolled a total 11. I'm going to hero point this.
Oof, yeah.
I rolled a 14 for a total 20.
Yee.
Dirty 20.
20. All right. He takes off his helmet and hands it to you.
Sombra takes her other hand and gives it to Saskar. Call me Iltis tonight. Talk to me as I'm Iltis.
Iltis. What a fun trick. I think there's a bit of maybe like a sideswipe during this with
Yes.
flirty. The three of you are having fun and joking as we're coming out of this course.
What does the helmet smell like? That would be a concern, like just putting on someone else's helmet. The odor.
What does the helmet smell like, Sombra?
It's probably over perfumed, as if someone is trying to mask like smells.
Like maybe he threw up on the helmet once
Eh.
and had to like ever since just always sprays it.
Gross.
So towards the end of this scene, you're talking and Saskar's like, it's such a shame that the mayor has his son hidden away. I mean, just because he's afflicted with a sun allergy and burns so easily doesn't mean that he needs to be hidden away. I'm sure with, the proper veils and whatnot, he could even be pleasant to talk to.
Well, I think you're like the sun, so why don't we visit him and your presence would be like really good for that
No,
kid.
no,
my
Iltis
God.
says, even I'm not drunk enough for this. There is no cousin of mine up in the attic somewhere. Saskar, please. Iltis, please. He looks
Prove
over
it.
at you. They're calling for the next course.
Perfect.
Well played.
Lowen,
Yeah.
you went to... Where are you?
Villantroon.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
At the southern end of the H-sized dining table, we can see Lowen sitting at one end across from Villantroon, whose attention is also being competed for by an older, tanned man with a bald head and a very high black collar, who Lowen might recognize as the patriarch of the Oberigo house.
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
Ertine Oberigo. Because I don't know how else I'm supposed to pronounce that name.
I don't know.
If it was German, I guess I would say
Yeah.
Eiertine.
Yeah, same, but it's supposed
But
to be
that doesn't
Italian,
sound
right?
right.
So I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah. Okay.
Ertine Oberigo.
Are they in like active conversation?
If you were trying to talk with Villain, he is also trying to talk with Villain. So this is a group convo.
Okay. What are they talking about?
So we sit down, and if Lowen waits, then Ertine will begin the conversation. Just talking to Villain about her most recent trip to Igorian, how the state of the court is. It could be very interesting if it weren't also like surface level, shallow
Right.
politeness.
I think like as they're talking about the travels, Lowen does sort of cut in and goes to Villain specifically. You keep coming back to Westcrown. Such an odd choice. May I ask why?
You choose to make your life here in West Crown, right?
I was born here. I didn't necessarily choose it. I chose to stay, but
You could leave. You
I
have
could.
feet.
I know I could, but I'm not asking out of judgment. I am asking out of genuine curiosity. I care for the city, and it seems that most of the Troons have forgotten it exists or see it as a laughing stock, yet you are here, and I'm curious why.
She regards you with a thoughtful gaze, and Ertine says, "Ha! Bold words to say to a Thrune right here. I knew I always liked you, Lowen."
Owen seems genuine at that question. However, they are going to activate lie to me in terms of her.
Mm-hmm. I choose to come back to West Crown because my heart is here.
That's A wonderfully genuine answer, something I don't often find around here.
Sincerity is not one of my strong suits, but my husband does seem to bring it out of me somehow.
Sweet.
Yes, I mean, quite a shock. No offense, Lady Thrune, when you married Ederis. I mean, a minor house that's pledged to House Tilernos. You couldn't have picked. She holds up a hand. Enough, Airteen. I get it.
Lowen looks at him and goes like, at least she is choosing genuine love rather than marrying someone out of wealth or social status. I respect that a lot more.
Well, I'm sure you do.
And just completely disregards him again and looks at Valen again. So if you're planning to stay, do you have any intentions of perhaps returning glory to this city?
I am not just planning to stay. I have made my home here for several years. I don't know if Westcrown has it in it to become glorious again.
Maybe not glory, maybe just improving reputation. I care for the city. You care for a person that lives here. Doesn't the city deserve to be put back on the map as at least something more neutral?
Airteen is sitting back with a cup of wine, and he's sipping it and looking at you, Lowen.
Mm-hmm.
I am not sure what it would take to put Westcrown, air quotes, back on the map. I think it would take much more than just what I alone could do.
Well, you aren't alone, right? There are more people in the city that care about it. I don't think many of those people are in this room right now, and they look around. But I grew up around these people, not by choice, again, and I did use my feet to get away from them. And one thing I've always found difficult here is that it's tough to trust people because you don't know if they're trying to get something out of you. And you being a Troon, I'm sure you can relate to that. It sounds awfully tough to be unable to ascertain if people are genuine with their intentions with you, with their companionship, or if they're just trying to, what's the appropriate term? Kiss your feet, something like that. They're trying to get something out of you. But, like I said, it sounds you found something genuine, and I'm sure you can tell the difference in that.
Can you give me a roll, Lowen?
Yep. What do you want?
Diplomacy?
Yeah. That's good. That's a 27.
Nice.
Very nice. The things Ederis wants for me are not things I want for myself. But it is different. He wants those things because he believes they will make me better. I disagree. But having someone who wants things for me instead of from me does make a big difference.
And I am, for one, glad, genuinely, that you found that. And I think it's clear that since you're staying here for him, that he loves this city. Wouldn't you want for him to have this be a better place?
You've lied to me on.
Yeah.
Which means you can roll deception.
Yeah. That's a 24.
24.
Nice.
Very nice. That is enough to get the secret message that Valen is passing you.
Passing me?
She says, "How do you know I'm not already trying to make the city a better place?" And she looks at you like, "What the fuck are you going on about? Why are you bringing this up? You know, I know, you know. What are you doing?"
Yeah, I think from Lowen's perspective, the reason he's having this conversation is because he, having been away from the island, having seen the people there, having met the people there, he, and maybe a bit inspired by Sombra's earlier conversation in season 1, he has a feeling that maybe there is something that can be done for Westgar. Maybe it cannot be restored to full glory, but maybe there's something that can be changed. And they're trying to essentially find at least a single ally with some kind of power that might help them. And I think they just look at her, I don't know, because there isn't much transparency about it. It seems that every time West Crown is mentioned in any way outside of the city, it's always done with a sense of scorn or a mockery. And, well, we don't hear much from the rest of your family. Seems like they're forgotten about this, and sometimes people just need a reminder that they're not forgotten.
She nods. Then I will take your words under advisement. Well, I, for one, think they were very good words, Lowen, Ertine says.
Yeah, Lowen sort of ignores her and just offers a handout to Valant, like, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. Lowen Kester.
Belenthrun.
And we'll shake her hand.
Yes, Lowen here is actually a prodigal child of one of the nobles here at the manor, no?
No longer.
No? I distinctly remember you.
I'm like, sort of like ignored, but we'll cast message to Valoon, but we'll do it concealed. So the guy can see Lowen's mouth move. So Valen will just hear in her ear, he's full of shit, ignore him.
I distinctly remember you running around at some party years ago and a little blue kid, but okay. Whatever.
A little blue kid. Wow.
I mean, there was a blue kid and a gold kid running around, both with horns.
Yeah.
Causing trouble.
Yeah.
And he tells some embarrassing story about how you knocked over a punch bowl at some event.
I think for the remainder of that, he's talking, and if Valen chooses so, she can reply to the message. By kind of whispering under her breath, I think. So if she does that, Lowen will just continue to have a conversation with her, because message is a cantrip. They can continue to cast that.
She responds with, Ertine knows much more than you give him credit for. Like the location of certain things in this house.
Oh, right.
Ooh.
And he'll respond, and do you know that location? By chance.
She shakes her head. And then the dinner bell rings.
Oh.
Yes.
And that's where we'll end this episode.
Listen, I just went to see if I could roast.
Tumble Through presents Twilight's Edge, a Pathfinder 2nd edition actual play of the Council of Thieves adventure path, converted from Pathfinder 1st edition. Tumble Through uses trademarks and or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's fan content policy, paizo.com/licenses/fan content. Tumble Through is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about paizo.com and Paizo products, visit paizo.com.